Meghan Markle's new Netflix special, With Love Meghan Holiday Celebration, opens with a telling scene. Her arriving at a Christmas tree lot, skipping and clapping with delight, and looking as if she's never seen a Christmas tree before. The lot is completely empty. No families, no kids, and no husband. The only other person in sight is the lot proprietor, walking her through the trees as if she's at a private appointment. A petting zoo in the background, presumably there for families, only highlights the solitude. Instead, it's just Meghan and the proprietor enjoying a solo moment. If you love Meghan's signature aesthetic, you probably enjoyed the hour of soft lighting, neutral tones, and curated cozy vibes. Critics, however, didn't hold back. The Telegraph called it quite mad and a little bit sad, while others labeled it unfathomable and pointless. This wasn't a holiday special. It was a meticulously lit performance piece. Despite being marketed as a December holiday special, the shots of the sets outside scream late spring. Full-bloom flowers, bright sunlight, and greenery that no amount of editing can pass off as winter. Multiple reports confirm the entire production was filmed in spring 2024, meaning everything from the kitchen to the crafting barn is a rented set, not Meghan's actual home. Meghan's dog, Guy, briefly appears in the special. Since his passing was announced in January 2025, this confirms the footage was wrapped long before the December release. The special then moves into its curated guest interactions. Will Guidara, restaurateur and author of Unreasonable Hospitality, helped Meghan make British Christmas crackers. This segment was awkward not just for the cultural appropriation, but for the conversation itself. Meghan repeatedly interrupted and finished Guidara's sentences. There is also a palpable irony here. Meghan, having spent only a couple of Christmases in the UK before leaving royal life in 2020, now lectures an American chef on a major British tradition, explaining it as a big part of the culture. She appears to be dining out on her brief time in England to claim expertise on a centuries-old custom. Longtime friends Kelly McKee-Zyphon and Lindsay Jill Roth, both professional producers and charity founders, appeared next. The trio was seen in matching festive red pajamas, a nod to Lindsay's family tradition that Meghan adopted for the episode For the Love of Linz. After snacking and sipping drinks in their matching pajamas, the trio changed into regular clothing and moved on to attempting to craft homemade wreaths. Next up is one of the most awkward interactions. Naomi Osaka, professional tennis player, arrives for a crafting session, painting ceramic plates and mugs. This is a classic kids' craft activity, yet there are no children present. Naomi and Meghan actually have a previous connection, as Naomi was a guest on the Archewell audio podcast, and Meghan publicly offered support when the athlete took a break for her mental health in 2021. Yet, despite their past interactions, the scene feels like they have never met. At one point, Naomi mentioned the exhaustion of being a new mother. Meghan quickly jumped in to define the emotion, insisting that such exhaustion was the good kind that is soul-filling. This immediate correction of Naomi's sentiment broke the natural flow of the conversation, making the entire interaction feel awkward and off-putting. Naomi is also widely recognized as a tennis-style icon, using her cutting-edge, statement outfits as a powerful form of self-expression. Despite this high-profile status, Meghan, seemingly unaware of Osaka's fashion reputation, simply asked if she liked fashion, to which Osaka gave a famously humble reply. Yeah, the entire interaction looks like two people forced into polite small talk while they decorated. The scene shifts to the main kitchen, where the focus is on cooking. Tom Colicchio helped Meghan make her mother's gumbo. While cooking and working with raw chicken, Meghan wore massive diamond rings and heavy jewelry in every shot. Nothing says cozy holiday authenticity like protecting your diamonds from gumbo splatter. The same diamonds seen earlier in the show, dipped in chocolate peanut butter batter, touching every visible surface, arts and crafts supplies, and now touching sausages, raw chicken, and vegetables. Finally, the grand finale, Harry's drop-in occurs. While Meghan continues cooking with Colicchio, Harry strolls into the kitchen, pretending he came in from another part of the house because he smelled the cooking, despite the fact this is a set. The uncomfortable part was the kiss Meghan planted on Harry towards the end of the segment. Harry is holding a bowl of food looking away when Meghan suddenly grabs him by the neck and pulls him in. This is not the interaction you'd expect from a couple married for years. It looked more like an ambush than a genuine moment. The special ends with a staged dinner table. But even here, the disconnect is impossible to ignore. Meghan appears in a floor-length emerald gown, while everyone else, meaning the film crew, wears cozy sweaters, a perfect metaphor for the entire production. Meghan in full aspirational host performance mode, while everyone else dressed in their cozy knits wrapping up the paid shoot. For a special advertised as featuring simple how-tos, the show is surprisingly devoid of any actual instruction. Meghan shows off an already made advent calendar, but offers no guidance on crafting it. We see her wrapping gifts and decorating cookies, but the footage cuts away before we learn any specific techniques on folding, icing, or coloring. All of the cooking segments lack actual recipe measurements, and the collaborative crafts with all her friends offered chit-chat but zero practical takeaways. It was like watching a housewife of Montecito with a perpetual drink in her hand, desperately trying to find kids' arts and crafts activities to entertain her adult guests, and offering them alcoholic beverages. There were countless shots of Meghan drinking, having a drink in the background, or talking about drinks. In the end, With Love, Meghan will appeal to existing fans, but it's also completely detached from reality. A holiday special without family, children, or friends without an agenda. The final scene would have been so much stronger if all of the guests stayed to enjoy the feast, which, by the way, is non-existent. The table is set, the host is dressed, but there is no food in sight. What did you think? Which moment felt the most unrelatable to you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.